threats are posed by climate change and aging infrastructure. It's going to take vigilance to keep that up to date and avoid the risk of failure. And by doing so, we can make sure that everybody has safe, affordable, and reliable water for everybody, everywhere, all the time. Seidel says he's concerned that declining investment in water infrastructure could jeopardize pipes, treatment plants, and the people who keep them running. For NPR News, I'm Alex Hager. Hello? Hello? Test. Oh, good morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. Thank you for attending our service this morning. Service will begin with the ringing of the conch shell. This will be followed by chanting of Jusege, which can be found on page 21 of the Orange Service.
Namo Amida Namo Amida
Dav, Naman Dav, Naman Dav, Naman Dav. Dragon. 시간 후만속 세후 조쇼가 자오무료고 의다이세 부사민구 세후 조쇼가 가시조분도 요쇼조지포 의겸이셔몬 세후조쇼가 리오크진쇼네 조에슈봉교 시그무조도 이쇼텐닌시 링리키 조조상금요 오사이슈야쿠나 아이치에겐 에시콘 모안 에소크쇼아쿠도 스단센 슈몬 고소조만속 海法蔵公正功徳法上大衆寿説法四式不用一切仏不足中徳本観念心上満徳意三害を余分無下知不脱未不詳三学営利都市最小尊悲願や国家大戦の感動国書天人東宇珍妙受ナマンダナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ願にしくどくようどせいさいどうほんぼ大心おうじょう安楽ナモアミダ仏ナモアミダ仏ナマンダーナマンダーナマンダーナマンダー
This morning's gapa will be arigato, followed by the reading of the threefold refuge.
Thank you.
The threefold refuge. Difficult is it to receive a human form, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Dharma of the Buddha, now we hear it. If we do not cross over to the truth in the present life, in what life shall we cross over? Let us with sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together with all sentient beings, awaken to the great way of enlightenment and to the unsurpassed intent of Amida Buddha. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together with all sentient beings, enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together with all sentient beings, become units in true accord, in harmony with all things. The peerless, profound, and wondrous Dharma is rare to encounter, even in many hundreds and thousands of kalpas, to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amida Betsuin. Namo Amida Betsuin. Namo Amida Betsuin. Namandavs. Namandavs. This morning's Dharma message will be given by Reverend Matt May.
Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Betsuin. Namo Amida Betsuin. Namandav, namandav, namandav. Good morning. Given that this is the last service before Christmas, I'm going to give a Dharma talk about Christmas, or as it's known in Jodo Shinshu, New Year's Eve, Eve. So it's hard for us to miss Christmas, right? The whole kind of universe, at least in America, kind of turns around this day. Most of us get the day off or multiple days off, and it's usually a time, whether or not you're a Christian, to be around family. And obviously, there are some messages that are fairly Buddhist in nature, but we have to find them in this holiday. So. A little bit about myself. I was in a family that made like kind of Christian noises, but was never really, while I was growing up, kind of actively Christian. My mom actually converted to Catholicism like 15 years ago. And so it's kind of weird going back, because what used to have like no structure, but was mostly about Santa and presents and things like that, has turned into midnight mass and all of these other things. So I will say, the only time that I was ever really going to church was so that I could sing in the choir. And I sang like one solo in third grade, and that was about it for me. So I'm not exactly like a Christian scholar, but I would say I know more about the holiday than I do about the religion. So I actually had to do a little bit of research on this. So I asked ChatGPT. I didn't actually do this, but Christianity is a religion founded in the Middle East around the year 0, right? The holiday itself our state system is based in Christianity, so we know like that it is so much a part of our culture in America, that if we ourselves have not practiced Christianity at some point in our lives, we have family that practices it, that some an in-law or a neighbor, or just the fact that it's just everywhere, all around us at all times. It kind of comes down to this idea of it's a time for getting together and giving gifts to one another. And I looked this up to find out about like Saint Nicholas, because he has his own history, and it's a little complicated, but there's nothing like really that specific about why it's Christmas is complicated because of paganism and holiday selection and things like that. But the feast of Saint Nicholas happens in December. And he was known for wearing the color red. And so that's kind of one of the stories about how Christianity happens. But St. Nicholas himself is the patron saint of, I had to just give this list: sailors, merchants, archers, repentant thieves, children, brewers, pawnbrokers, toy makers, unmarried people, and students in various cities and countries around Europe. And the one thing about him was that he was known for giving gifts, like secret gifts, like thing that he just kind of snuck a present in with somebody, and that was really the thing that is still represented in what we know as Santa Claus. And that's kind of where the message in of Buddhism comes in, because what is one of the 6 paramitas, right? Dana. And we talk about Dana all of the time. And so we're going to have these Christmas parties. We're going to do these Christmas exchanges. We're all respectful of everyone's religions. I'm sure that many of us have Christmas trees in our houses. It's a thing that we know that we practice. But also we need to understand the nature of giving, especially with respect to Buddhism. Now, when we are giving in Buddhism, the idea of dana isn't just like, great, here, have a thing. I give this thing, or especially with the kind of capitalist culture of buying things, and that we listen to TV commercials talking about Christmas and give the perfect gift, give all of this. And the message isn't just that you're making your people happy, but that they're going to like you more if you give them the good gift, right? The kids are going to smile more, they're going to be more excited, and then you get a little ego boost, right? Oh, look at me, I'm a good gift giver. And that's one of the things where that breaks what we learn about dana in Buddhism, right? That essentially the perfect gift has no giver. When St. Nicholas was giving these presents, he was hiding them away so that somebody could find them, so that they wouldn't know that he was the one that was giving them to him. It wasn't about, I give something to you and then you give me greater respect or love or affection or things like that. When a true gift of dana is given, it is as if you are not there, right? This is kind of we start getting into the core teachings of Buddhism here, in that we talk a lot about the idea of a soul or a self, right? Atman in Sanskrit. That the idea of there being a unique me that is separated from everyone else. And then we talk about the idea of anatman, which is the idea that there is no self, right? When we are giving gifts, if it's a true gift, we give it selflessly, right? And that's the thing that we kind of have to remember, because there aren't TV commercials that are talking about humility, right? That's not how marketing works. We don't talk to each other about working on our own personal things, and about holding grudges about I gave them this present, they didn't even send me a thank you. If you are really good at this kind of giving, and we're not just talking about buying presents, but also about being generous with your time, about being generous with your energy, about being caring, giving of yourself to someone. We have to think about how we can take our own ego out of it. Right? And that's we have many opportunities in December of every year for us to do this right. And I'm going to go back to kind of what happened when I was growing up, because occasionally I would get a present and I wouldn't know who it came from, except for it was in my mother's writing. But when you want to give somebody a present and you don't want to say who it's from, to so-and-so from Santa, right? So there's that idea that still lies underneath all of this, where it's you need to have something that where you don't know where it came from. But imagine if there was absolutely no idea, right? The thing just kind of appeared and you're I don't know where it came from. that I think to me is the message that Buddhists can bring to to this. This is an opportunity for you to exercise your own religion in the context of this other thing that's going to happen to you every year, whether you like it or not. That you can actually be thinking about ways that you can give of yourself without having to have all of those bad feelings of I have to do this, I have to do this for this person, or that I need to receive something in order to be a good giver. So that is what I will leave with you for this holiday season. I hope you have a good and safe one, and yeah, that is it for this Dharma talk. So please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, namanda, namanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Matt, for your message on Christmas. Please join me in Gasho for closing Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. All right. Are there any announcements that anyone has for our Sangha members here, as well as those joining us online today? Okay, I have one announcement. Sensei would be very upset if I didn't mention, but our newest episode of Mind of Minister was posted to both YouTube and Spotify. Episode 7, for those of you that have been catching up. So please go on and listen. We have a new goal for the following year for Mind of Minister, which is we hope that we will have as many viewers as Shakyamuni Buddha did at his sermons. So 1,250. So please help us make our goal for 2025. But if there's no other announcement, oh yes. For those of you that will be around in town for New Year's service, Joyaye, that will be happening here at the temple at noon on January 1st. December 31st. Sorry, that's the other service. That's New Year's Day service. But yes, so please come. This is one of our biggest services of the year. Sensei loves it when everyone comes. We're going to be ringing the bonsho outside. So please come and celebrate New Year's Eve with us here at the temple.
Hello, I just wanted to let you know the Seattle Betsuin sponsors 2 scholarships, one for graduating seniors in high school, and the college one. So that's the Tsuchihara scholarship, and the college one is Shimokon, the family scholarship, and that's for college and above that are still in school that are studying a tech major. So look online. The whole application is available online, and look for the deadline. And you must be a member of the Seattle Betsuin to apply.
One more announcement that I realized now looking at the table over there. So we will have a Honko seminar on Saturday, January 11th with Reverend Dr. Takashi Miyaji. So Reverend Miyaji, for those of you that remember, used to be at the Tacoma Buddhist Temple before he moved down to California. He is the current dean of IBS as well as the resident minister at South Alameda Buddhist Temple. So please come to see Reverend Miyaji talk. There will be a Japanese seminar at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then this will be followed by an English seminar from 2 to 4. You can find out all of our information on our temple website. But if that's it, that will conclude the online portion of this morning's service. Thank you very much to all of you that have joined us online. We hope you have a good holiday. We hope to see you here on December 31st, and if not, have a great year.